Right, welcome back everyone. I'm on another trip to Wales. This time we're heading to Holyhead.
Take the exit A548 Shelford Road, then keep right.
We still got 61 miles to go. Technically I should already be at my first shop, and I still got over an hour to reach it. So yeah, we are getting into high delays right from the bat, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you can't avoid this. Basically the whole story behind it is, at the depot, the first van that I received today, or that I got assigned, turned out to be a massive failure. There was some bodywork issues, which doesn't really eliminate the van from driving. This one also has some bodywork issues, and I can easily work with them. But there's also there were also lights issues. For example, lighting of, well, a light that is supposed to light up the license plate is, well, the number plate was out, so that already eliminates the vehicle from driving, and the light needs replacing. On top of that, oh yes, there was a deflated tire, and possibly that would need changing. So again, those issues eventually eliminated the vehicle from the action, and there was nothing I could do. So I had to take another vehicle again, repeat my checks. So that took already another 15 minutes. So already I lost half an hour of my shift to get things checked. Then I had to load the van. Then I had to get some extra bags, because I will be picking up much more parcels than I will drop. Then I had to find some load security, because I had absolutely no straps, and it would be useful to have some, especially with the bags that I have. Load security will be really hard to maintain, especially without straps. So I took some extra straps from the depot, and eventually, instead of leaving the depot at, well, according to paperwork, I was supposed to leave the depot at about 10:15, which would not gonna happen even if the first van would work correctly, because that would be too late. But I could possibly leave the depot perhaps 10:30 or something with the first van. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and now I'm nearly an hour late. Well, over an hour late. So that's the story behind it. And now I need to catch up, and on top of that, it's a brand new route for me, so I got no waypoints programmed onto a sat-nav, and I expect some issues because of that. There's also incident ahead, which is not entirely helping, because traffic is gonna start backing up. And again, yeah, the sat-nav already redirected me, because the traffic can't progress any further. So I need to take this exit and go around the problem. So again, I have 53 miles to go. Obviously these guys probably will be stopped at that incident. So yeah, happy days, right. But we will get there. At least we will get a chance to watch some different areas. Obviously it will further delay my today's progress. At least this road is empty, which is good. There we go. We're back on this road. I wonder what kind of incident there was that caused all that mayhem. Look at this. Wow.
Follow A55 towards Colwyn for 32 miles.
Yeah, there is some sort of a mayhem. Providing that both lanes are off. Look at this massacre. And it's all backed up. And that's the reason why I use sat-nav. I never get stuck in traffic like that. Well, almost never, yes. As I mentioned that the other day, at least to myself. Yeah, that's what you get when you use proper sat-nav. It will tell you you're gonna lose a lot of time in this area. Obviously there are some circumstances when even sat-nav can't help you, but in this case it actually redirected me pretty well, and I managed to avoid a lot of problems. Look at that. My days. And I was going on the same road from the other direction and it's also backed up. So I don't know what happened there, but some people are leaving their cars, which means that they are standing still for a few hours already. Wow. I hope it's gonna be cleared by the time I will be coming back. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be really hard. Look at this mayhem. Oh my dear Lord. I'm mostly sorry for lorry drivers because they are not progressing, and obviously technically yes, they can try to like cheat the system and say, okay, I'm doing other work, and only when they are driving they can just switch it back to drive, but I'm not sure how well that works. I mean, in that case I would probably do that, because like, look at this, they are absolutely not progressing. Anyway, let's focus on the views. Look at that beautiful view. Maybe dual carriageway is not the most appealing part of it, but look at that. So much green. Some forests. You don't see much of that around Manchester. really feel sorry for these guys. Look at that. This is already like 2 miles long. I'm doing 60 miles an hour, and this queue goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. My dear Lord. Thankfully, I will be coming back in only, I don't know, 6-8 hours probably, if I will be even using this road, so I'm not bothered. But wow, look at that mayhem. An absolute disaster. Oh, we can see the end of it, but more cars are joining the queue. Oh, poor bastards, poor bastards. They have last chance to eventually leave that road. Look at this. Some of them are still pushing in, hoping that yes, it's gonna move in probably 6 hours. Oh dear Lord. If it's a fresh incident, it will take some time for people to actually clear that backlog. Right, we are now waiting. There is a police at this location. Paying a visit to someone. Or observing if people are actually obeying those temporary lights. Which is, nah, probably not. I have a feeling that they are just having intervention in one of these houses. As far as you can call it intervention, because actually interaction with British police is kind of not too bad. I had few interactions with constables, and to be honest, it's not as unpleasant experience as it might be, let's say, in Poland, where police officers tend to be rude sometimes, because they think that this is the way to take control of the situation, which usually makes it worse, in my opinion. But you know, different culture, different type of police, I guess. So probably that's what it is. But yeah, interactions with police in Poland are not the best, in my opinion. But in the UK, you can have a normal civilized conversation with police constable, and like they are not trying to like put you down or like, I don't know, punch you for no reason. They don't do that here. Like, police officers are quite gentle with people, even with people that they arrest. Like, you can see that they don't even carry weapons, which in Poland, like, every police officer has at least a small arms. So in here, the most you will see is probably a pepper spray, handcuffs, and perhaps a police baton, if they still carry those. So yeah, you don't really see armed police in here too often. If they deploy armed police, because they do have a unit that is armed, they do it for specific intervention, to raid, let's say, drug dealers and stuff like that. Then you can see armed police, and they have literally that written all over their cars. They say it's armed police unit, and like, they get out, they usually have like MP5s and stuff like that. So yeah, you can eventually spot them going for interventions here and there. But apart from that, yeah, normal police constables patrolling the streets are usually unarmed, or if they are armed, it's usually a police baton, pepper spray, or some sort of like chemicals to help you, well, to help them stop you from committing some sort of a crime or offense. I'm not sure. Maybe they are carrying tasers. Maybe some of them. I don't know. So yeah, they are generally quite lightly armed. And interactions with them is quite pleasant. I had actual pleasure to speak with some of them, and yeah, really nice people. They are just doing their job at the end of the day, so you know, you can't blame them. I'm kind of surprised because it's quite rare for me to actually get ID'd by police constables whenever I'm interacting with them. They rarely ask who I am and where am I from, whatever. They don't really ask that much questions, which is quite unusual. Normally when you interact with police officers, especially abroad, I don't know, in the US, in Poland or wherever, like one of the first questions you will hear from police officer is to show them some sort of ID or something like that. So it's extremely rare for police constables in this country to actually ask you for ID, or they do it just like very late during the conversation. It's not one of the first things they ask. Whoa, this guy scared me. This is disabled only. But I still couldn't find the post office, so I will just circle this area a few times to figure out where I can stop, and hopefully someone will leave that loading only, because that's the best way I can do. See, that's how hard it is sometimes to find a parking, especially that some people are parked on loading only area. Which isn't helping. So yeah, getting to one of those places is really difficult. I obviously got a car just following me closely, which doesn't help the situation, because I need to stop to assess the situation and find where the shop is, and I can't stop because there is no place to stop. That's the post office I'm looking for, but I can't find a place to park. Okay, I will need... Jesus Christ, I can't squeeze in here. I need to go for another round. Yeah, the van will just barely squeeze. Like, I don't know who's parking on loading only. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I know where the post office is, at least. But it doesn't help the situation that there are so many cars coming in, and the loading only bay is occupied. There are no other places that I could stop at, and the only place that people actually respect to not park is a bus stop, which I can't park on. It would probably help if I could park on bus stop, but I can't park on those places. So I need to do another circle. This is all bus stop, and that car is stopped there. I don't know how am I supposed to park in there, but I will try. I will make an attempt. All right, everyone. I am back.
After 100 yards, cross the roundabout.
We got 16 miles to go to our next destination. It's gonna be stop number 4. So eventually it turns out there are 2 post offices in the same location, and well, in the same location, in nearby vicinity. So the post office that I initially tried to reach is this one to my left, but the post office that I was actually looking for is about 300 meters behind me. So yes, that's how close they are. And literally, as soon as I stepped into this post office, the guy just told me, "Oh, you went the wrong way." Another guy like you came in like the other day and did the same mistake. So yeah, people are seemingly making this mistake quite often.
Turn left, A5114.
And it seems to be very popular mistake, mostly because that guy went really close. That scared me. Mostly because the postcode actually takes me to this post office. So yeah, I basically received the wrong address in my shipping manifest, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, I hope you're gonna... okay, good. I like when people respect the signs. It really helps with the traffic flow. Right, so anyway, we got about 20 minutes drive to our next destination. The van is not super loaded. To be honest, I don't have that many parcels. From 3 drops I picked up less than 200 parcels, so I consider this as a very light day when it comes to pickups. Deliveries are also not something huge. It's just the new route, so the effect of the new route, the fact that I had to spend, like, I spent solid 10 minutes trying to find a parking space near the post office that wasn't even my destination. Yes. So you know, you're gonna lose 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, and then you realize that by the end of the day you lost an hour, and that hour has to be somewhere. Yeah, and obviously it's my private time that I won't have. It's gonna be less time for me to edit the video.
46 Market Street. It is on your right.
Ah, okay. Found it.
You have reached your destination, 46 Market Street. It is on your left.
I found it. I hope I'm not blocking the road at least too much. I could make some adjustments though. Okay, that's as close as I can get. Right, I guess people behind me will have to deal with the problem, because yeah, that's the best I can do. If that Mini will move eventually, then I will be able to move my van. Otherwise, yeah, there's only as much as I can do. I'm not sure if there's a space up ahead. There is technically that other space on the other side of the road now. See, that lady in a Citroen, she's probably parked in a perfect spot for me. The guy in a Ford is also doing something. I'm not sure. Right. I'm not happy with that space, but again, there's not much else that I can do. So let's make a delivery, and hopefully people will be able to go past, and then we'll see. I'll catch you later. Cheerio. There we go. That's a nice bridge, or is it? Oh no, it's... Oh yeah, it is a bridge. It is a bridge. Or is it? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't look like a river, and it doesn't look like a sea. I don't know what that is. Right, anyway, I need to focus. I am driving, not sightseeing, unfortunately. But hopefully I will be back on that route in nearby future. And then I will be able to perhaps relax a little bit, because I will have like store searching out of the way. Look at this. Oh my dear lord, look at that view. Yeah, I have to focus because this road turns so frequently that I can't take my eyes out of it for longer. But wow, the view is absolutely amazing. I have to tell you that. I'm not sure how much of that view you will see from my perspective, because obviously I have a head cam only. I don't have fixed cameras pointing to left, right. Might eventually think about such solution in the future, but again, managing so many batteries and cameras, oh dear lord. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, as much as I would like to fit all the cameras in this van, it's a company's van, and I don't drive the same van every day, which is a problem. If that would be the case, that I have like my own van assigned and I take care of it, like similar to what truck drivers get, where they get their own tractor unit assigned, and they just take care of it, and it just makes easier for the driver and the company, because then they can just set themselves up, and if they have to like go tramping for a few weeks or something, they got everything prepared in their own comfortable way, and like that's how it works. We don't get that in vans as a van driver, so each and every day you might be asked to drive a different vehicle, and you can't really personalize your experience. There is very limited number of personalization that can be done. So obviously I don't really want to invest into like too many cameras, because then setting things up at the start of the shift also takes precious time, and I need to spend it on loading van, getting ready to perform my duties in a safe manner. Of course, my sat-nav decided to fall off again. Thankfully I got a nice stopping space in here. There we go, and I can manage this. Right, let me just get this fixed, because yeah, this thing fell off twice today, and I need it to stick. There we go. Now we are safe and I can continue, which is not a luxury I had earlier on when I was traveling on a motorway, and my sat-nav did exactly the same. I think it's because this window is not quite clean. I might also try and clean that suction cup when I'm at home, just to make sure that the sat-nav will stay in its place, because I can't have it falling on me every now and then. I need this thing to work. On top of that, I'm risking to damage the screen if it falls on, because it decided to fall off. Fell off screen first, yeah, and it doesn't have any screen protector, so I don't want it to break, because that is too precious thing for me. This is a very important sat-nav, and obviously I don't want it to get destroyed. There we go. So now it predicts that I'm gonna be reaching my destination at 6 o'clock, which is alright. We still got 6.5 miles through roads like that. Absolutely beautiful. And then we need to get back home somehow. Well, I still got one more drop to do. There we go. The road widens because we are approaching some sort of a village. I'm gonna just reduce the gear, and there we go. We are just below 30. Oh my dear Lord, look at that. I expected, oh yeah, the road will be wide and nice, and look at this.
Yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first
and
exit.
on top of that, yeah, people just don't care where to park, because like double yellow, what is double yellow, mate? Okay, yeah, I am trying to negotiate this area slow, because you don't really have much space in here.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
There we go. You never know what is hiding behind the bend, and on top of that, this is 20-mile-an-hour zone, so we can drive slowly.
Follow B5111 for 5.5 miles.
Wow, look at that view. Yeah, we are approaching a seaside, so obviously we will see the ocean or the sea. Look at that view. I might actually make a video with only nice views that I had when I was driving, because like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Views like that make this job really, really great. There we go. Let's slow down. We still got 1.25 miles to our next destination. I'm not quite sure what is the next shop because I completely forgot. I think it's a post. Yeah, it's a post office. Okay. Again, I'm visiting mostly post offices today, which is not bad, but not ideal. I haven't got anything to eat. I might actually grab something on the next shop. Might be worth it. I still need to do make a break, but on the other hand, I want to just carry on with the job, get it done. And then,
after 400 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A5025, then turn right.
And then just get back home and eat something proper at home.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then turn right.
There we go. We are going right now. Oh, not quite stopped. Should have selected second gear. Again, see, bad habits from my own car. In my own car, that speed would have been good for first gear. Mostly because the clutch and probably gearbox needs fixing in my car, especially first gear, which already slipped on me like twice in its less than a year long career. So yeah, definitely I'm not the most gentle person for the gearboxes. But yeah, that's how I drive. I'm just terrible at it, I guess. Anyway, we got nice 18-mile long trip through beautiful Welsh countryside, hopefully on the roads that are wide enough for me to enjoy some speed. Right, so here we are in the last village, town, city, whatever you're gonna call it. It's not too bad of a place. Yeah, there's loads of narrow roads. Cars are parked all the way, so it's busy town center. Hopefully the area that I'm getting into will have some empty parking spaces. For now I can see, wow, there is really narrow road. Okay, I'm glad that this guy stopped a little bit sooner, because like with this vehicle it's not easy to fit. Yeah. There we go. We're gonna be on a seaside. I might actually get out and take some photos. Look at this. We got some boats, and the shop that we are looking for, it's called Boat Shop or something like that. So it's probably arranged on a boat. I've never been there, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But definitely I'm grabbing a photo of that. Look at this. Look at this. Skies, mountains, wow. I need that photo. So yeah, I'm gonna do some small sightseeing, but I believe this is gonna be the place. So I'm gonna have a beautiful view, and I'm taking some photos. Oh my goodness me. Wow, amazing. Right, in 300 yards, okay, I can see our side. Wait, I'm gonna go there and we'll see where that is going to take me. Okay, I found the place, which is most important. There we go, we are nicely parked within the lines, believe it or not. I actually managed to park within the lines. Right, anyway, everyone, I'll catch you when I finish this shop, but most likely this scenario is gonna be like that. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy another time lapse of me coming back home, at least as far as the camera can record. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and thanks for watching my channel. Yeah, share, like, subscribe, you know the drill. I'm not gonna repeat myself, and join my Discord server. Yeah, don't forget, join my Discord server, and yeah, join the crew member, yeah, on YouTube. That press that join button, yeah, it's down there. Thanks, cheerio.